run. Where were the breakdowns?
I mean, I feel like it's a classic example of how fourth periods in the NBA are different than periods 1 through 3. They're especially different on the road. They're especially different against a veteran playoff type team. And a lot of it, I give them credit. They made tough shots. They played outstanding defense. Our perimeter players struggled. You know, I thought our interior players had overall a good game. But I thought that our perimeter players struggled to try to find ways to make some shots. And we got jumped at the start of the period, and they continued on with that.
But was it kind of like a catch-22? That's why you kept subbing people in and out, so they wouldn't get tired. And then that lineup that you had out there just got exploded on.
I don't know if it was the lineup. I don't know. You know, the minutes and the fatigue. We only have 10 guys, and we lost Sergio. Jaleel had to go out, with some hamstring issues, and we will be without Sergio tomorrow. Just spinning guys around, and I think it's more the Utah team being here at home, and tough team, veteran team. We started that fourth period with TJ and Dario, and you look at that group, you don't want to point fingers at that particular group. I give Utah more credit than anything.
Ireland's with 8 straight first quarter minutes. How much of that was jarring when you foul trouble, and how much of it?
That's all it was, and the game was, stop. But I think we all see that, Nerlens is getting better. I think that his fitness level is increasing. It still isn't at, the level and rate that he wants it to be, that we all want it to be. And so you play him accordingly. We can all just sort of sit back and watch this game tonight and say, this fatigue setting in, either with Ja or Nerlens, and you make your subs accordingly. But I thought in general those two played well. Fatigue got the better of Nerlens at times, but he's getting a lot better. He's getting more comfortable with play calls, and I thought he did a decent job.
What did you see from him at the basket? He seemed very active.
I mean, that's what he is. Nerlens was Nerlens. When you sort of say, what is your identifiable NBA skill? It's clear that, he's an A-plus athlete that's got a bounce. He can jump twice as well as anybody in the NBA. And I thought his active hands and mobility at the back of things, started to remind us of what we saw last year. And as I've been saying all along, you don't just click your heels and come in and play NBA basketball. It takes time. You gotta get a condition base. You need to have a awareness of what people are running. And he's doing a great job of doing that. And I think that because of that, you could see signs, great signs tonight from Nerlens.
How do you handle the point guard position tomorrow with Sergio out?
You're going to go with TJ a lot. We did it in Detroit. We were able to find a win. You'll come in with a backup as with Nick Stauskas, and you'll do the best you can with what you have. And in a twisted kind of way, I look forward to it. Our most recent memory of this same situation was a good one in Detroit. It probably was our best game we played all year. And so we'll try to do our best to repeat that.
A few games back, when all your centers were healthy, you indicated this was the most challenging time since you've been in Philly. Is there any more clarity at this point?
In regards to?
Your bigs.
I mean, I think everybody sees what I see. We have talented bigs. We're all trying to stay together, to coexist, to coach them, to compete. You saw tremendous signs of Nerlens tonight. You saw the brilliance of Jaleel Okafor in the second period, that offensively, how gifted he really is. And, you're trying to make all this work, and I give my guys a lot of credit, because we've said from day one, like, this is the deal. There's no elephants in our room, and we try to, move forward with it. I feel like as Nerlens gets in better shape, the decision becomes a little bit more difficult. I think it was easier earlier when there just wasn't any condition or familiarity with what we're doing. And now he's putting his hand up, and decisions are going to have to be made. I look forward to it.
Right, are you going with the Twin Towers again tomorrow?
I'm not sure. We'll figure that out, I think, when we look at it. I feel like, when you study the numbers, when you look at the gut feel, it has not been, at the moment, successful. And I want to make sure that, you know, we do the right thing by the team, put the team in the best situation where we can win our last game on a holiday road trip, and we'll make that decision more as we study it.
Especially the way Ursula's been playing.
Yeah. You know, I think Dario too, but I feel like, to your point, we have good alternatives. We all sort of see, you know, either what math tells us, analytic tells us, or gut feel tells us of when we play our best basketball. And so it's my responsibility to put our team in the best position I can where we can win games.
Brett, coming out of the third, the Suns jumped on you guys with their guards. The Kings put together a big run also, and then tonight
The third with Phoenix.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the Kings went on a run also in the fourth. What do you guys have to do defensively to counter those spurts coming out of the third quarter, regardless of who the team is?
I think it's an awareness with our young guys, as I said, and we live it in Philadelphia all the time, don't we? The game is long, and the fourth period is different. And I feel like learning how to navigate that physical defense, like, you know, there was a physicality with the Utah players that I think, you know, put us on our back heels. I think when you look at the free throw discrepancy, you know, you want to go back and study that a little bit more. But I feel trying to just embrace and admit the reality of this is our league, have our young guys figure out how to deal with it, be stronger with the ball, be more purposeful with what we're doing, and lock in, because the game changes after the 36-minute mark.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.